threats. But I want to highlight to you in this room another stage for this fight for basic rights and environmental sanctity in El Salvador that can help. The global economy is now governed by a series of agreements that give multinational cooperation sweeping new rights without new responsibilities. Many of you in this room fought against the first one of these agreements, NAFTA, which was a first to allow the corporations to sue government for laws and actions that might impede future profits for these firms. The same rules were included in CAFTA, which was passed soon after I got elected to Congress, in which I fought with many of my colleagues, including our great Secretary of Labor, Hilda Solis, who I'm thrilled to see that she's here this evening. Right now, two mining firms that have been denied mining permits are suing the Salvadorian government under CAFTA investment rules. The group we honor here tonight are building a campaign against these outrageous lawsuits with the group here in the United States and in Canada. They need your involvement in that effort. In Congress, I have been joined by an increasing larger number of individual members of Congress who are willing to fight for fairness and justice by sponsoring an entire new framework to govern our U.S. trade policies. Together with Senator Sherrod Brown over in the Senate and our legislation in the House of Representatives, we've introduced the Trade Act, which would advance workers' rights, decent jobs, environmental protection in our trade and investment relations. The Trade Act would eliminate the right of corporations to sue government in an unaccountable tribunal over public interest regulations. And I encourage each and every one of you to support that act. Tonight, we are reminded that the world is getting smaller. A struggle in northern El Salvador is a struggle here in Washington, D.C. Our president has called for a U.S. foreign policy that is based on a mutual respect and mutual interest. The fight we honor tonight is a fight for mutual respect and mutual interest. And it is a fight in which people in this room, working together across borders, can make a difference. I want to thank everyone here also in this room for what you have been doing over the number of years. We have elected a president who campaigned on a fair trade policy. He campaigned on change, changing the direction in which we are to negotiate those trade policies. When he spoke to the House Trade Working Group before he got elected, his issues and concerns were the same as ours. We're going to make sure that whatever we do in this room, that we hold our elected officials accountable, regardless of what political party that they are from. It's easy to campaign on issues important to working people, human rights, civil rights. But it's another thing for those elected officials to live up to their commitment. And I can assure each and every one of you in this room that I will do everything in my power to make sure that those elected officials, regardless of what political party they came from, live up to their commitment that they told the American people. And I will hold them accountable in Congress by letting their constituents know whether or not they reneged on that commitment. Enough is enough. People are dying. And that's why it's a great honor to be here this evening to honor the individuals in El Salvador for all the hard work, the commitment, the anxiety that each and every one of you and your family members have gone through. You are a symbol of what is good, what is right, and what we, in a position of power, should be fighting for. So for that, I want to thank each and every one of you for all that you have done, for all that you are doing, and I would ask you to rise now to join me as I present my friends in El Salvador, the leaders of La Mesa from El Salvador, as I present you with the 2009 Letelier-Moffitt Human Rights Award. Please come up and accept this award.